Welcome to Inside Builder channel, Python experts and my dear friends. Django explained. Intro to Django Template Language. What is Django Template Language, or TTL for short? A template language is something of a simple text which, when evaluated, generates other text-based formats like HTML, XML, or CSV. So it's like text in and text out, but the format is different. Why this is useful? In case of Django templating language, you can use this template to generate multiple HTML pages. And apart from just generating, you can also control what kind of page is generated. So both of these aspects, generation as well as control of what is getting generated, can be accomplished. A template contains three important parts: a variable, filter, and tags. Variable are things that get replaced by their values when the template is evaluated or rendered. Filters are like functions that gets applied on the variables that gets evaluated. So by default, this filter can work on any of the variable that gets sent to the page. Third, you have tags. Tags are the control and the loop support of the templates. So it works to create the repetitive HTML tags, and also it controls what kinds of data gets placed in the page and also where it gets placed. So these kinds of things is what these three entities do. Let me go further. So you saw some examples there, but here is not a very exhaustive list, but these are all important filters and tags that I want you guys to take a look. In the filters, I have given a couple of filters that link with the string and other couple of filters that link with the list. Up to 5 elements that is shown in the filters. The syntax of the filter. So filter starts by the pipe symbol. On the left side of the pipe symbol is the actual variable, and on the right side is the filter name. So this is a filter name, and if the filter is going to have any kind of arguments, then it is given after the colon, and the arguments are inside the double quotes. So this is how the syntax of the filter works. So the strings that you pass to can be made to be safe because it can remove all the HTML tags. The length, it can be truncated. The words can be truncated based on the number of words. The string can be word wrapped based on the characters. So cut is more like removing. It's not going to replace it. So it's going to remove the character or the symbol that whichever you are providing it in this double quotes. You can take a look at this exhaustive list of filters that is available in the TTL documentation. Filters are, as I was telling, it's about making your life easy. Instead of doing some additional activity on the views of your web server, you are doing it on the front end of your website. So it's mostly about how you handle the data. Tags have specific purpose. They have a bigger impact on the web server. First and foremost is the CSRF token. So it's a cross-site request forgery token. So this kind of token is required if you are going to include a post method in your forms. Post method, when you are going to work with them in your development environment or in certain environments, it is going to raise some of the cross-site request forgery errors. So to avoid that, you can use this CSRF tokens. So it will also ensure that if someone is trying to do such a cross-site requesting, then also it will block it. Next, the extends tag. Extends tag is related to the template inheritance. In the next video, I'll be discussing more about working with a single page of HTML and breaking it into parts, and then working to assemble the parts based on the template language. So at that time, we will dive deep into how this inheritance works. we have load static. You have to know that you can use the static directories inside your project's root directory, and whatever values you are placing there can be referred using the static keyword or the static tag. We can load custom tags using the load custom tags option. So I have a separate video on loading the custom tags and working with them. When you are going to work with multiple HTML files, you are going to split them into parts. If you want to load or include a particular part into the current template, then you can use include. Tags are used in for loop. So these tags have the start, that is starts with for, and it ends with end for. And same way there is tags for blocks. So the blocks of the template allow you to replace the values that is inside, or the values between the start and the end block. So we'll be diving deep into that in a couple of minutes, couple of next videos. We have URL. What happens in case of Django is that you can name the URL path. When you are going to use this URL tag, you can give the name of the path, and it will convert this name into the actual URL itself. This is a couple of important tags that I want you guys to understand. So I believe that you have got some overview on what Django's template language is. So do leave a like for this video and share it with others. Subscribe to my channel for further updates on Django. Apart from that, and I will like to show you what exactly we can do. Here you see we have this particular page which is called as Django project 1, and it is talking about welcoming to the Django project. This is the home, and when I click on apps, a new page opens, and this is also talking about the Django app, and the page format is different. The page data that has been filled up here was done using the templates, and this entire page was built part by part. Like the header part was separate, the body part was separate, the footer was separate, and the navigation that you see here was again separate. So all these parts were put together using the template language and the template inheritance, which we will see how to do in the next video. See you guys.